This is Epic Groupcast. I'm Anthony, and joining me today is Jeremy. Jeremy, anything happened to you this week? Anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
All right.
Well, I started watching the show Legends. It's been on for like 4 weeks, but I've been catching up on it. It's been on the DVR. So.
What is it?
It is Sean Bean, and he doesn't die.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
That's the best role for him.
Sean Bean can't die. But what's the plot of the show?
He's a undercover, deep cover agent who is so deep undercover, or has been so deep undercover so many times he's kind of confused about who he really is.
Oh, okay. Big existential crisis.
Yes.
Also, with us today is Jordan.
I'm Jordan. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing really. Just enjoying life.
Any new shows?
Time.
Anything you're enjoying this week?
I'll just say it because I know that's the show that Lawrence and I really enjoy, and it's Rick and Morty that can never be advertised enough. That is, I think, our favorite show right now.
Yes, it is by far my favorite show right now. It's so funny.
It's the best thing ever.
Have you guys seen it?
No. It's a like cartoon, like Adult Swim type cartoon, and it's crazy old Grandpa Rick comes back, who's a drunk scientist, like incredibly intelligent, comes to live with his daughter and her family, and takes his grandson Morty on all these like weird sci-fi-esque adventures, like to different planets and aliens and parallel universes, and it's all like tongue-in-cheek, on the nose, like making kind of making fun and also winking at and like a love letter to like old stuff like that, and they make parody episodes, and it's really, really funny.
That's good. And joining us as always, Lawrence.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Is there anything that's been happening with you lately?
No.
No?
No.
That's
sad. We're boring.
Boring.
Didn't you start a new diet?
Oh, man, I did start a new diet. Thank you, Jordan. The worst week ever to start a diet, too. We got the Fall Fun Fest in town, which is,
Fall Festival.
Carnival type thing, with all these delicious fried foods that clog arteries. And that's the week that I decided to start my diet. So I had to start my diet and then immediately test my resolve all in the same day, because
that's the best way of doing it, though, right?
So I took my son Clark to the Fun Fest this week, and the first thing he wanted to do was get a pork burger. Pork burgers are big. And he loves them. So that's all he ever wants to eat. I mean, we eat pork burgers at home once a week, because he wants them on the grill. So we grill out pork burgers. So I bought him this pork burger, and it smelled so delicious. And then he wanted to climb the rock wall. So I'm holding this pork burger for the entire time that he's trying to climb this rock wall. And I'm just like, God, this burger smells so delicious. This was like on Wednesday night, right? Or
was it talking to
you? It was Thursday
point?
Night.
Yeah.
And, just smelled delicious. And I'm like, nope, day 4 of my diet success.
That is self-control at the extreme, though.
I tested it.
Well, I am jobless. Some people don't know that. This is all I do is Epic Groupcast. But this past week, because of Jeremy's recommendation, I've been watching The Blacklist. And so for the past 3 days, I've watched it, and I think I'm almost done. I'm on like episode 20. How many episodes are there?
22.
Okay, so I'm really close to being done.
So that's James Spader, right?
Yeah.
He's a
bad guy.
Let me guess. He's one of the most wanted people in America, but he also used to be an FBI agent or something, NSA or some kind of secret.
What was he? Navy? Worked with the Navy?
No, he was FBI or CIA or something.
Okay. And he helps them catch other high-profile criminals, right? Gordon kind of talked to me about it a little bit, too.
Yeah. I thought that entire time, you're just like, let me read your mind here real quick.
Let me try.
Let me try.
Let me guess.
Am I close?
I get what you say about, he lulls you to sleep when you hear his voice.
Yeah. I just actually turn that show on at nighttime whenever I'm in bed. Just on my surround sound. Leave my TV
Do you have to
off.
watch it in a very uncomfortable position?
Yeah,
so you
just
don't fall
to stay
asleep?
awake. No, it's a good show. I don't have any trouble staying awake. A lot of times I'll fall asleep watching shows, especially real late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm up late just powering through the show because I am enjoying it. I really am.
It grabs you.
Yeah.
Keeps your attention.
Yeah, especially if you watch the pilot. I mean, it's fantastic. It's as good as a movie. Any movie you'd go to the theater to see.
Dibs. Okay.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix for about a week and a half, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, it just recommended it for me, so I was like, oh, Gotham mentioned this, so I just started going through it like crazy.
I paid some unreal amount to get it too.
Oh really?
Oh,
It's like $2 million an episode or something like that.
Wow.
Wow. Probably worth it. It's a good show.
That's crazy.
Recently, before that, I finished Orange is the New Black. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, I really like that show.
I kind of like Orange is the New Black.
Yeah,
It's
I like it.
another Netflix.
I wholeheartedly prescribe to the idea that I would love Orange is the New Black even more if they just took out the main character completely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Take out Piper?
Piper is just, especially, I really feel like in the second season, it's just a waste of space.
Yeah.
Like,
Season 2, Piper was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, Season 1, Piper, totally believable.
Yes.
Season 2, Piper, just
Because she changed, she shifted so much.
so much.
But maybe she's shifting back to who she was.
and I think that's what they're trying to do, but they did it so poorly that entire season. Like, I honestly, there was never an episode where Piper came onto the screen and I was like, yay, we get to figure out what's going on with her. It was like, oh, we get to listen to her whine about her awful life, that she's in jail and la 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 la. Like, okay, move on. No.
Well, today we got 2 different topics. We're going to be talking about some TV shows. We're going to tell you some TV shows that we think that you should watch. Not all of us agree on what you should watch. Jordan and I are disagreeing right now over one show in particular, but I understand. And then also we're going to do a little review on Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So let's start off with Gracepoint. Who wanted Gracepoint?
That's mine. It's not like a full-blown series from what I understand. It's like a 10-episode, like, mini-series type thing. So think of like anything that's like on AMC. Like they're only like 10, 11 episodes.
Right.
But it is about like a small town community, probably looks like somewhere in like Maine-esque kind of way. And all of a sudden, like nothing ever bad happens there. And then all of a sudden they find this 12-year-old boy, found dead, washed up on the shore, and like they know that's the child of this family. And it's a small knit community. Everyone knows each other. But they start suspecting that it may be a homicide. So, it stars like Anna Gunn from Breaking Bad as like the detective from the town.
Okay, yeah.
And I think they pull in maybe this like homicide detective who's played by David Tennant, which is
who I love.
Yeah, your Doctor Who guy.
Yeah.
So, and they just, it looks kind of like The Killing, almost like, wasn't that the AMC show Who Killed This Little Girl and trying to figure it out?
I don't know. It's not like Twin Peaks. It's not going to be one of those type shows.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It kind of has like a Twin Peaks-esque vibe, but
it's not going to be way out there.
No,
Okay.
it appears very, very grounded. Because like they're worrying about publicity and how to talk with the families and how to deal with this and what's going on, and yeah. It looks really cool. I think it's gonna be on Fox, but don't hold me to that.
Oh, really?
But yeah, it looks really cool.
So it'll last about 4 episodes. So
No,
it's on Fox.
they're for sure 10. So after that, I don't know.
So they will air 1 or 2, and then you'll be
They'll
able to
just
get
be
the
in
rest on
different
DVD.
orders.
Right.
Yeah. All the extras on the DVD.
Yeah, I hate that. So what about this? Is it Angie Tribeca?
It is Angie Tribeca.
Starring Rashida Jones.
Yes.
I like her.
I do too.
She's on Parks and Rec. She was on The Office. Loved her on The Office.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Boston Public.
That was
Yeah,
like forever ago. Oh my gosh, she was on that.
But yeah, I like her a lot. I like her in Parks and Rec. I liked her in The Office. I like her in I Love You, Man. Yeah. But I was just talking to my friends the other day about how they don't really make any movies like Airplane or The Naked Gun anymore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the preview for the show just really reminded me of that kind of just zany slapstick humor, you know? I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
insane. It's one of those shows where it looks like
nonsensical,
like Airplane, where you could just watch it over and over again and see something different every time because of all the weird stuff going on in the background. And I don't know, I like that kind of stuff. I think it's fun, so I'm in. Sign me up.
Forever. What is Forever, Jeremy?
No idea.
Oh,
it's got Mr. Fantastic in it. I can't remember the name, but
Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, the really good one from.
So the original, not the original one that wasn't released, but the one that went to theaters. Because they actually shot one that never got released.
Yeah. No, he's somehow immortal. He's lived for around 200 years, and I've just seen the preview on TV. So
the thing that I hate about shows where the lead is immortal is the longer the show goes, the older they become, and it's noticeable when you start going back through.
With things like makeup and Photoshop and lighting, I don't know, like you don't really see that as much.
Well, it depends.
I mean, like okay, case in point, I'm finishing up Breaking Bad right now, and they're doing kind of like flash forwards and then what's going on in the present. And like the difference of just a year is huge for the main character. Just like you can see much more wrinkles and he looks more ragged and things like that. And that was all shot at the same time. I mean,
right.
I think he was beautiful the whole time in that show. He will be fine.
You think so? He'll be flawless.
Yeah. There won't be any wrinkles on. He's 200 years and there's no wrinkles now. Why would there be wrinkles in the next 2-3 years?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, where are you at with Breaking Bad?
I'm like episode 10, I think, into season 5. So okay. I'm really close.
You're really close.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems with the show?
The only problem I have with the show is that I really try to avoid binge watching it.
Oh, okay.
Simply due to the fact of it makes me feel like an awful, awful person watching that show. It is so good, but like
I was gonna say it's totally worth it once you get to the end. Because some people they had complaints about episodes, and I say no. Once you get to the end of that show, it's totally worth it.
It's kind of like Parks and Rec, where I think like if you can get past like the first season I think is drastically different from what the show kind of becomes from season 3 on. But it's still really good.
Pretty dark in the first season.
He is. I mean, it builds correctly, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is a good show. But that's a show that's over with, and we only care about shows that are going to be brand new.
Yes.
Brand new shows. And then we have a block of shows. We're just grouping these together because they are all kind of connected because they're comic book shows.
Because they're all shows you're interested in.
They're all shows I'm interested in, and I would say that I'm not the only one who's interested in them.
They're all DC comic shows, too.
They are all DC comic shows.
That is true, and they're all 3 on different networks.
All 3, yeah. And who says DC's not organized? We have Gotham's going to be on Fox. We have Constantine on NBC, and The Flash will be on CW. Where do we want to start? We can start with The Flash.
Sure. He's the fastest man alive.
Because we've already seen him a little bit. The Flash is the only one who's had a TV show. The Flash had a TV show in the 90s.
Yeah.
And
Dawson's dad.
Had one season, I think. Well, Dawson's dad, John Wesley Shipp will be in the show. He will be in The Flash as a recurring character. Do you want to know who he's going to be? You could probably guess who he's going to be if he's going to be a recurring character.
I don't know. Is it his dad?
He's going to be his dad. That's right.
Oh, gosh. So he's just going to be flashback dad? Is that what he's going to do?
You'll see him in prison, I think. I think that's how they're going to do it.
Okay.
This show is a spinoff of Arrow. We've already got to see this character.
I don't like that sound. I don't like it being a spinoff of
Now, have you watched Arrow?
I have.
Okay. And have you seen him on Arrow?
Yeah. It's a good show. I want it to be its own thing.
Well, they say that the way they're going to do to keep this different is Arrow will be more grounded and dark and gritty. And then this is going to be more into the sci-fi aspects of the DC universe. It's going to be brighter and more positive.
How about it's a spinoff of Arrow like Mork and Mindy's a spinoff of Happy Days?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to see this kid.
It makes me feel better inside.
You got to see this kid as Barry Allen on Arrow. And I really liked him. And some people had complained about him being younger. But I think this is going to work because he's so enthusiastic about heroes when you see him on Arrow and he's younger. And that, to me, makes it more believable that he would put on a red costume to run around because he's so enthusiastic about people with extra abilities and all that. So him being younger makes it more believable for me that he would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to run around in red pleather. Absolutely.
To me, they make the red costume look not as weird just because of the fact of before he puts that on, he wears all that like knee pads and
spandex.
And giant, spandex and giant like bike helmet with all that. And I'm like, I'm glad that they show him looking super ridiculous like that. So whenever we see him in the costume, you're just like, it's not that bad.
Yeah. And they say the costume's gonna evolve, but I don't know how
with
far.
Logos.
Probably,
for advertisements.
Well,
new Microsoft
when he
Flash.
starts out, he's not going to have the emblem, I'm pretty sure, and he's going to get the Flash emblem on the chest, I think, is going to be
from
one
Michelin?
of the things.
Is it from Michelin? Okay.
Yeah.
Tires would be a good thing for him.
Yeah.
His feet never
He
get
has to
worn
go
out.
through so many shoes.
Yeah. Has to. And then we have a show that I'm excited about, Jordan is not. And it's called Constantine. John Constantine.
Give us the pitch of the show. Sell it to me.
Okay, I don't know that I can sell it to you. If you've watched the trailers, I mean, I think the trailers are wonderful. I would recommend anyone get on YouTube and watch the trailers for this show. But basically what happened is he dabbles in the occult, solves cases, supernatural detective, but he screws up, and a little girl loses his soul. So he gets himself committed to try and take himself out of that lifestyle, but he gets dragged back in through the course of the pilot, is what it's going to look like. It's going to happen. But, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he's full of himself, he's reckless. He's British. Americans love British people. I think it'll be a good show. I really do.
What do you think, Gotham?
It's not Keanu Reeves, so...
It's not Keanu Reeves.
Keanu. Lost me at not Keanu.
See, Keanu should be in the forever thing, because he doesn't age.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Or Pharrell. I think that he could...
Yeah,
he's been around forever, and he looks exactly the same.
Pharrell is Constantine.
Yeah.
No, Constantine, source material, he's a British guy. They got a British guy this time. When he auditioned, he was contractually obligated to have a beard. And so the character does not have a beard, and he had his hair had to be very dark, and the character's blonde. And he won them over in his audition, even though he had thick dark hair and a full beard.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Constantine, the source material is cool. It's interesting.
Yes.
I will agree with you on that. My only concern is that it is on NBC, who is notoriously bad about making any show.
Sci-fi or fantasy laugh.
Yeah. Like, they make it so campy and like, if you're wanting to sell this
like
to me,
Grimm. I think Grimm
was
The Cape.
The Cape. That's what that's what comes to mind for
Heroes,
me.
season 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, like they're just so like in your face about like, get it? This is like sci-fi. You like this stuff, right? And it's no, like Arrow, it's grounded for the most part, but there's still some things in there that are kind of a little out there. But like they kind of take it, I don't know, it makes sense in their world, and I never feel like NBC can make a good world for me to like really believe.
Well, but the good part about Constantine is that you can kind of be a little bit zany about it because he's dealing with all of these otherworldly things.
He my problem is he's an R-rated character. He is a solid R-rated character, and he's going to be on NBC, and they're not going to be able to get away with half of the stories.
No.
From the old days. They're even limiting how much he can smoke or if he can actually smoke. And he has the latest time slot on Friday night. So I don't look for the show to succeed.
It's premiering on a Friday night?
Yeah.
That show's not.
It's a Friday night show after Grimm.
Right.
Yeah, that show's dead.
Yeah, I know. But I want people to watch it because
I bet you right now it'll not go past 4 episodes. I guarantee you, with the amount of marketing they've put into this show, how much they're trying to push it as like, hey, Fox may have Gotham, but we have Constantine.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's not going to fly. Even if it's good, it won't make past 4 episodes because people are going to be watching the next show we're going to talk about, I think, long before they watch Constantine.
But people who are at home might watch it because there's nothing else on Friday nights. Like
True.
every other show has
Right.
2020s on, and
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other
True.
Yeah.
there's no other dramatic shows on besides cable.
Yeah.
Which is where the show should be. It should be AMC at least.
Make it an
For the
HBO show. That way they can show anything they want,
Yep.
do whatever they want.
And he can smoke.
He can smoke 4 packs in that entire episode.
Yeah. And it'll be okay.
Yeah. Does John Constantine smoking still relevant in today's society of vapor pens?
Right. That's a much healthier alternative.
It is. So like, what's the
He
big?
could give himself plenty of extra years just by
Yeah.
switching to a vape pen.
And he can
But
change
so
like
much
flavors.
Right.
Yeah.
That little blue light on
He'd
the
be
end.
much more hip for today's audiences.
Yeah.
You know.
I should
Like,
write a letter.
He should just advertise the new flavor that he's
Yep.
going to be smoking for that episode.
Yeah.
This
That'd
is
be
my
fantastic.
new Marlboro brand.
Oh, okay. And as Jordan has mentioned, the show that everyone is going to be watching, Gotham, which is going to be on Fox, and it's a show about Gotham City without Batman.
Oh, it's got Batman in it.
It's got
It's got
teeny,
baby Batman.
teeny tiny Batman.
Baby Batman. I think it looks cool. Dark and gritty.
The trailers I've seen, it looks kind of like a cop drama, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of the birth of super criminals, right? That's the idea.
Yeah. Seems that way. I don't like that we're going to have Gotham and we're going to have a new Batman.
You just
Separate.
Oh.
You know, like,
They're not Marvel. They don't have a good control over
they don't have good continuity.
everything. Yeah.
Plus, what's it matter? I mean, this is set in the past. Like,
Yeah.
Batman's still a little kid. He could grow up to be Ben Affleck.
I think it's actually set today. I think it's supposed to be set present
But I
day.
mean, okay.
Yeah.
Who's to say that the Superman Batman movie isn't in the future? We don't know nothing about that.
We don't
yet.
know. I would like for it to have a shared continuity. I just don't look for it to happen.
Well, it's okay. To me, it's okay if it's not. Then it's just cool stories that just
Right.
happen to be all independent.
I agree. Definitely doesn't need to be
Yeah.
continuity.
Yeah, because Mr. Continuity Police. What about whenever we're talking about Flash? It's a remake of the show. Should it be like Wally West instead of Barry Allen?
No, because they've switched back to Barry Allen.
So, because they did a whole. Don't. Fine. You win this one.
You win this
one.
time. Curses, Anthony.
DC and Jeff Johns. I have complaints with Jeff Johns, but we can get in that another time. He just annoys me.
Do you
That is
want
true.
Do you want to happen in TV and movies? What happens in comics on every
No.
single day?
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. No.
So maybe Ben Affleck will be Baby Batman's dad who gets killed. in
That's
the
right.
pilot
Later
episode.
on the next season, or
Yeah.
the next series, he'll be Thomas Wayne.
That would be good.
Yeah. See, then when he grows up, of course he's going to look like Ben Affleck because that's who his dad was.
You know what I would like? Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne for a Batman Beyond movie.
Maybe they'll do that.
In like 10 years.
Mhm.
I think that'd be
They
awesome.
should just do Batman Beyond. I think that would be a good live action show, don't you think?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but there's no way it'll happen right now.
Adam West. Wait,
Almost
Bruce Wayne.
There you go.
He's old enough to
Yeah.
do that now.
Yeah, that's true. We're slightly off topic. But that wraps up the TV shows, though, right?
We
Yeah.
barely talked about Gotham.
Let's talk more about Gotham.
Let's talk more about Gotham. What?
We didn't even give the premise yet.
It's Gotham
Jim
City
Gordon.
without Batman.
Right,
It's-
it's Jim Gordon. We
Yeah.
haven't even introduced the main
The whole
character.
the whole show is about Jim Gordon, which
whole
that's
show-
cool.
Yeah.
And
I-
what's the actor's name that's from the OC?
It's
The brooding bad boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I like him as an actor. Like
yeah.
I think he's pretty good.
We're gonna see
And he looks the part.
Harvey Bullock.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see a live action version of the character.
hmm
So I'm interested to see that.
I think it's cool, and like I'm not so much sold on the idea of like, check it out, it's Catwoman as like an 8-year-old girl, and check it out, it's
Yeah.
Poison Ivy as a tortured 8-year-old girl. Like,
Right. I agree. I don't want to see a lot
yeah,
of
we
that.
don't need that.
Yeah, that's not really necessary, I don't think.
Yeah. You don't have to so much sell me on the fact of like, look, they're
This
gonna
is
be,
Gotham.
Yeah, they're going to be villains in the future. Like, I get that, but if they're kids, then I don't want to be like, I don't know, she's been stealing since she's 8. Like, if you just tell me that, I'm okay with it. But if you show me that every single episode, then I'm going to be like, man, that poor kid. Like,
right. Someone should call child services.
Yeah. Give that girl a warm meal. Come on.
Yeah. Nice place to stay. She needs a roof over her head.
I do like the goggles, though. I don't know why, but goggles for Catwoman has been a thing, and I don't get that. Like,
I don't know. I like the casting. I like on Catwoman, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I like that Jada Pinkett Smith is in the show. Like, I think she's a good actress, and I like that she's a character that's kind of not in the Batman mythos, so they can do whatever they want with her.
Yeah,
which is apparently have her cackle, and that's about it.
Yep.
All right. Anything else on Gotham? Everybody's gonna watch Gotham. We don't really have to sell Gotham. You know why everybody's gonna watch it? Because it's
on
Batman.
Fox TV right now. Fox TV's killing it.
Yeah,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
They're doing really well.
Gotham and the Goldbergs and
That's on
Bob's
ABC.
Burgers. Huh?
Goldberg's on ABC.
Oh, it is? I thought it was on Fox. Oh.
Now you're just making things
I just wanted to mention the Goldbergs. I slipped it in there.
Maybe because the Wonder Years was on Fox.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why they're so similar.
They're basically the same show.
Okay.
Maybe it's because they're on your DVR and you don't really know what
They
channel
are.
they're
I
on.
don't know what channels things are on anymore.
It's on that DVR channel.
Into logos.
Yep.
It's on my list.
Oh.
You know, that one show on my DVR. Why aren't you watching that?
Yeah.
Okay, topic number 2 for today. Captain America the Winter Soldier. We're going to discuss what we thought of the film. Anybody have any thoughts about the Winter Soldier? Did you enjoy it, Gothrop?
It was awesome.
Jeremy?
It was the best Marvel movie.
You think?
Period.
The best one, period.
Yeah.
The Avengers had all of the superheroes together.
Yeah, but it didn't really work that well. Some
You don't
of them
think?
were lame.
I really enjoyed the Avengers.
I did too, but
I
it was
really
too
did.
many. It was too much. They tried to do too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed the Avengers. I seen there was a fan poll online, and Winter Soldier won out over the Avengers, and I was shocked.
I was.
It's a good movie.
It's way more. It takes itself more seriously. I think the Avengers is too. We finally did it. We got this, and they're bumping elbows about the jokes. And this had a few one-liners and a few winks, but it was much more serious, and the story was relevant. You know, with the government spying on everybody and stuff. And
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
It was by far the best S.H.I.E.L.D. movie I've ever seen.
The best S.H.I.E.L.D. movie?
Yep.
Was it really? It was far better than the S.H.I.E.L.D. show. I
Really?
would
I
agree.
love the S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
I do
Except for like the last few episodes. Like up until the last few episodes, I really liked it.
No, I did not care for the S.H.I.E.L.D. show. I wish it would go away.
Really?
I really do. I just did not like it.
I liked Captain America. Yeah, it included S.H.I.E.L.D. quite a bit, but like, you kind of have to with him, I think. Like, name me a Captain America villain right now.
Red Skull.
And they already made an entire movie on that. So, like, you gotta do something different. And then they did. And it was, I don't know, like a weird thriller, suspense, hero, like,
Spy movie.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It is another good example of similar to, I think, kind of like The Dark Knight, of like, don't make it a superhero movie and be it something else. Like, just make it what it is, like a thriller. Don't like mystery, suspense, and then, oh yeah, they just happen to be a superhero. And then form your set pieces around that. And they did it, and it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I wasn't saying that. It was
Yeah.
very S.H.I.E.L.D. heavy. I mean,
Yeah. But you got to see a lot of Sam Jackson.
I do like Sam Jackson. I'm sold.
Spoilers on this, but were you concerned that he was dead?
No, because I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, before you seen...
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah, right. I don't want to
Grammar police.
both, actually.
Man!
You live in Albion, so I guess I can let it slide.
Yeah, exactly. No, I enjoyed the movie. I really did. I liked Captain America a lot. I was excited that they were going to be using the Winter Soldier. When I watched Captain America, I thought that they weren't going to make a Winter Soldier movie. Like the first time I watched Captain America, because he falls. But if you go back and watch, there's like a creek down there or something when he's falling. But
didn't they show in this movie like Like, did he fall in the creek and they just picked him up, or like?
Well, I don't know. They kind of made it look like he just fell, and they got it, that he'd already been experimented on before, and that helped him survive the fall or whatever.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Captain mentioned that they experimented on the soldiers that they captured.
Oh,
Yeah, because remember and he had to go behind enemy lines to get him in the first film. I don't know. Captain America, they could do a lot more with the character on the comic book end, but as you were saying about his villains, they are all Nazis and Russians. I mean, it's very limited.
Well, Russians could be relevant now.
Putin. Captain America 3. Captain America versus Putin.
Yeah, and have him punching him
Yeah.
like he did Hitler all those years ago.
Yeah. Put that on the poster.
Yeah.
I just made $1 million for Marvel right there. At least $1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million.
That's a lot of money to Marvel.
Right.
That's a rounding error.
No, the thing I liked about the Winter Soldier is in the comic books he would work for the Russians the whole time. The Russians, I'm pretty sure, are the ones who recovered him and augmented him and started using him. So Black Widow was familiar with him. I think they even did some missions together. The thing that I liked in this movie is that they didn't work together, or they hadn't worked together in the past, and she was kind of afraid of him.
Yeah.
And she's kind of awesome in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and for her to be hesitant of this guy, I liked it. I thought it added a level to him.
I do, yeah. Like, come to think of it, they do a really good job of really focusing on the fact of, like, Captain America is ridiculously strong, and Black Widow is not as strong, but, like, more, I don't know, sly and intelligent.
And
just
quite
like
a
in
fighter.
the fighting. Yeah, like, yeah, for her, it seemed really grueling to do stuff, but then you see, like, Captain America, and he's just like, kick, punch, you're way over there.
Right.
So that was cool.
And his knife work, the Winter Soldier's knife work, was awesome. I mean, those scenes are so fast. Mm-hmm. When he's constantly switching hands with the blade to try and get at Cap, and he's trying to block, and he's pulling his gun so Cap will block it, and then to get it to create another opening. It's just amazing to watch him fight in that film, because it's like he's thinking so many moves ahead. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoyed all the fight scenes, and I was worried that after Avengers, with it being more comic booky, that they would try and tone down Cap's agility and all that. And it's a minute into the movie, that's not the case. I mean, as soon as he parachutes out, or doesn't parachute, as soon as he jumps out of the plane and gets on that ship, it's go time.
Yeah. And
I loved that.
I really, really liked it. They make him feel superhero-y without having to put a cape on him, if that makes sense.
Right.
And his outfit, costume, or whatever in the movie looks so much better than it did in the Avengers. Just so much.
The first Captain America movie, I really liked his outfit. I was upset when I heard they were changing it for the Avengers. I seen the uniform for the Avengers. I liked it. I did.
Okay.
The Captain America, because it looked more...
The shiny...
Yeah, I liked it.
American flag around my body.
Yeah, I liked it. And then, when I seen the concept art for Winter Soldier, I thought, there's no way that they should change it, But then seeing it on film, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I really loved that costume. It's by far my favorite Captain America costume. And
it's probably my favorite costume out of all, like, the Marvel heroes. Aside
and
from,
then
like,
they're going to change it
Galaxy,
again for Avengers. He's getting a new costume for Avengers.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll like that as much as this one.
From what I heard, I think it's supposed to be similar. A happy medium between Avengers and Winter Soldier.
Yeah. It's, they were on the cover of Entertainment Weekly or something with it.
Oh.
It is out there. You can see it if you
I
want.
do Entertain Weekly, so I should probably look at it.
Yeah.
I think one of the great things Marvel did with the whole Marvel universe, the Avengers and stuff, is also a negative with the movies going forward. Thor not so much because he goes off world and he's doing things elsewhere, but with this, it's like Iron Man's right up the street.
I agree. Yeah.
The Hulk. We could
Where's the
probably
Hulk at right now? Let's
Hawkeye,
get him
what's he
over here.
doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Why isn't he by Black Widow's side or Nick Fury's side?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they added a little bit of you can't trust.
Yeah.
You won't be able to trust certain people, but you would think that they would trust Hawkeye.
But like, what happens in, like, Captain America 3?
Well, see, I've heard rumor that they're going to use Hawkeye in Captain America 3.
Yeah.
Or that Jeremy Renner said he has to keep his schedule open because he doesn't know.
Well, yeah. I don't know. They seem to have
lame.
a dance.
He has to be in another movie. He can't,
Right.
he
There'll
can't,
never
he can't
be
be
a
a
Hawkeye
Hawkeye
movie.
No.
Yeah.
True.
He was kind of cool in Avengers.
Not really.
What do you not like about Hawkeye? Is it just...
He's just not exciting enough to have his own movie.
True.
He did. It was Born Identity 4 or whatever.
It's
Right.
awful.
That's what it was. That
Wasn't
was the
he
Hawkeye
like a
movie.
super... Like, what, they had superpowers then or something? Or they took some kind of serum that made him strong?
Just like slightly stronger. He was in the same. He was the next group after whatever they ever did to Jason Bourne.
Oh, okay.
He was in the next group that was slightly better than them.
Cool.
But they could make another one with both of them. That's what I heard. Matt Damon come back and
Oh, so they're going to be Bourne brothers?
Yep.
Okay.
Or adversaries. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
The Born Hawkeye.
Yeah.
He's just going to throw a lot of arrows at him.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a bow.
He doesn't even need a bow.
No.
Because he's all juiced up.
Yeah.
He just throws them.
He didn't have any personality in the Avengers, really. Of course, he was taken over by Loki, so I mean that's part of it. But even when he wasn't
I think
interesting.
that was his biggest complaint.
Well, they say that they're going to use him more
So he was a lot better in
in the next film.
Mission Impossible.
Well, I remember
Yeah.
reading that the Hulk and Hawkeye will have much larger roles in the Avengers 2
Oh, yeah.
than what they did in 1.
I loved Hawkeye in National Lampoon Senior Trip. He was awesome.
Was he wearing purple the whole time?
Yeah, I think. That's how I remember it anyway. I could be wrong. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Why would you even see that movie, though, in the
When it
first
came
place?
out, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I was
It
a
was
kid.
pretty funny.
There's a...
National Lampoon still made decent movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
They had...
Nowadays, they're just like straight to DVD, horrible sweet
I'm pretty sure that one of the girls in the movie was Tara Strong, and she does a lot of voice work for like Teen Titans and
For everything. She does every voice on TV now. She's amazing.
Yeah. She's really good. She was in Jane Silent Bob's
Yep.
super groovy cartoon movie
She was.
as
Cock knocker.
they couldn't get more camel or something like that. They explained it in the movie. It's kind of ridiculous.
And back to Captain America, I did read that the directors were fans of Honest Trailers.
Oh,
And
really?
they set out to make a movie, or the writers won that they set out to make a movie that wouldn't get an Honest Trailer.
Really?
Yes. And
I
they
did
made
not know
one.
that.
Honest Trailers made one, but it was all, the first half of it was talking about how good the movie was.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It's fantastic. Because
Yeah.
they say, we've got nothing. We're going to have to nitpick. And then they do.
They nitpick and they talk about the nobody else coming, even though that they're right there. Tony Stark's just in New York, and they're in Washington or whatever. And I love the line in the Honest Trailers about, because in the capsule of the book of things he had to catch up on, Star Wars is marked off, and they talk about how Star Wars must have blown his mind.
Mace Windu. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. How It Should Have Ended made fun of it too, but
Yeah.
it's still a good film. I mean, there's not a lot to make fun of, really.
And they did the same thing too, because Captain America texted the Hulk to come help, and Sam Jackson said, "No, we don't need him. Or
We're not going to need him.
Yeah.
He says he's looking for a motorcycle to steal, and I thought that was funny that they mentioned that on How It Should Have Ended because, I mean, he just shows up with a motorcycle. Like, where'd you get that?
He stole it from that guard. Or
Yeah.
whoever it was.
That gave him pants.
Yeah.
He just gave him his motorcycle.
Yep.
In his defense, it looked really old and decrepit. Like, I'm sure no one was using it.
Right.
He probably just stole it from, like, a junkyard filled with homeless men.
I see. But he could have just hulked out and jumped there, you know.
But then he wouldn't have his big, like, I'm always angry.
angry
And
moment.
watch my face get contorted as I turn green.
Right. That's true. Anything else on the Winter Soldier?
One thing I like about the plot was I'm not sure that the 3 helicarriers could target the entire world.
That's true.
They showed them when they got to their height of 3,000 feet, which I don't think you could even target Washington or New York from Washington D.C. at
Right.
3,000 feet.
Yeah.
But they showed like their range, and it was just a little section of the northeast of the United States.
Right.
I'm not sure
They're
they're
just a big
Pakistan.
dude machine that just moves around the entire
They
world.
were just getting it programmed, and then they were going to start firing above 3,000 feet. They were just getting synced
That's the
there.
minimum.
Right.
That is really creepy to think that, like, even if something was, like, imagine living in, like, New York City and something like that is above there to, like, if you commit a crime and it can see it, it'll shoot you on spot. Like, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That's a scary world to live in.
Yeah.
That's going to be Amazon.
No, I was gonna say-
Right, yeah.
Like, instead of crimes, it's just going to be dropped packages everywhere.
And they're going to shoot people who are shopping at Walmart.
That's right. What? There's still Kmart's? Shoot that guy. Why are you shopping there?
Well, I was going to say, we live in a world full of drones, so we don't even get to see it coming. I mean, at least they had the...
That's true. Oh, man.
I mean, we like drones.
This show highly endorses the NSA and CIA.
Yeah.
We are big fans
Big
of
fans,
America.
big fans. Keep us safe. We're talking about Captain America. What's more patriotic than Captain America? Anyway, time to wrap it up. No, seriously, is it more on the Winter Soldier?
Go
Yeah.
buy it.
Go buy the Winter Soldier, that's for sure.
I think I noticed that they mentioned Stephen Strange
Yes, they did.
in it. And I think there's a few other little Easter eggs I missed because I just watched it this week that I didn't see in theaters. But and the end of before the credits, stinger that showed Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
was a lot creepier. Seeing it at home
Oh, yeah.
because the theater, I think they turned the lights on by then,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
so you couldn't see her turn red and
Right.
stuff and be really creepy looking.
It's interesting to see how, like, in the Avengers and stuff, they'll never reference them as mutants.
Yeah.
They're miracles.
My thing is...
They're survivors. They call them the survivors of something.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing some kind of testing on people. So
Um,
they created them somehow.
I like that these two are going to be Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
And what's the guy's name?
Oh, Aaron Johnson.
Aaron Johnson.
Yeah.
I like that they're going to be brother and sister just after being husband and wife in Godzilla.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes me smile.
Aaron Johnson is just, like, if you see those pictures of him as Quicksilver and then imagine, like, what he looked like in the first Kick-Ass movie, like, that's ridiculous. Like,
How
he
much
was, like,
he's changed.
skinny, little, lanky kid, and now he's, like, this dude.
Well, look at Steve Rogers and how big he got.
Yeah. Or even stinking Chris Pratt for Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Like, chubby guy to that. I would love to get paid to work out.
It would be nice.
Awesome.
If you're going to make this movie in 3 months, get in shape.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody like on your case all the time, though.
I mean, seriously,
That would help so much.
If for 3 months I could stop doing everything I was doing and just focus on eating good
Right.
and working out and having a dude who is paid to make sure that happens, yeah, I would do that.
Right.
Like,
I just rather 300. Make me look good CGI. Give me CGI ads.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to keep eating this burrito. You guys just film around it. Cut that out in post.
I just wear blue spandex and they can make me look.
Give me those little balls all over, though.
That'll do it. Motion capture.
oh man. That's gonna look weird when you're just eating air as a
Yep.
burrito.
Why do you keep putting his hand up to his face when he's fighting?
Where did that sauce come from? He's got a sauce stain on his uniform.
He's,
Missed it.
Dread legs on his suit. Just clearly edited out.
you're just
Looks like the
leaning back,
Predator.
like scratching your stomach, just like, alright, I'm ready for the next take. Let's do this.
Let's go. Oh. Anyway. Is
Go,
that it?
Go buy the movie.
Buy the Winter Soldier.
Yep, it's great.
Should have already bought it because it was on sale this week.
Right.
That's right.
There was a shortage of special features on the Blu-ray, though. Kind of disappointed with Marvel.
Did
Yeah,
they
but
even
like-
have a little movie? They didn't even have
No,
one of
they
those,
didn't have
did
one
they?
of those.
No
Yeah, but they
one
haven't done
shot.
that for all of them. They only did that for...
There's been at least 4 of them, hasn't there? Can't remember. Anyway, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and like and subscribe on YouTube. Peace out.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Later.